The Township of Cranford and Cranford Police Department put this video together to discuss some of the traffic safety initiatives currently underway within our community in an effort to improve pedestrian and vehicular safety on our local roadways. The Cranford Police Department focuses on reducing crashes and improving traffic safety by exploring the 3 E's of traffic safety, which include education, enforcement, and engineering. Let's start with education. Our officers engage with our youth community during in-school assemblies and activities such as bicycle rodeos and pedestrian safety lectures. We engage with a broader community through community education initiatives such as our Street Smart campaign and our pedestrian decoy enforcement details. Our pedestrian decoy program places plainclothes officers in crosswalks to ensure motorists stop and yield for pedestrians. These checkpoints occur periodically in our community at highly traveled intersections and crosswalks. Next, let's focus on the most visible example of our traffic safety efforts: enforcement. Proactive traffic enforcement consists of radar enforcement, directed patrols of high crash areas, traffic light and street sign enforcement, and enforcement in school zones. Gathering data from traffic studies and feedback from the public, our officers are equipped to zone in on problem areas in the hope to reduce traffic violations that ultimately can lead to crashes involving injuries. It is our hope that through education and enforcement, our traffic crash data improves annually to reflect improving traffic safety. Each month, our Traffic Bureau issues a traffic enforcement bulletin that uses speed studies, crash data, and citizen feedback to create an always evolving listing of areas in need of enforcement. Examples include speeding enforcement, truck violation enforcement, or pedestrian crossing enforcement. This bulletin is broken into patrol zones so officers can refer to this data when conducting enforcement. Citizens may request enforcement in a particular area of town by completing our Request for Traffic Enforcement form. These forms may be found on our website and once completed may be sent to our Traffic Bureau for follow-up. Lastly, when enforcement and education have been exhausted, in certain circumstances, engineering is the most appropriate means to improve upon an identified traffic safety problem. One of the most prominent engineering projects contributing to pedestrian safety in town has been the upgrades at existing pedestrian crosswalks to include rectangular rapid flashing beacons, or RRFBs. When pressed by pedestrians, these solar-powered signs flash to gain the attention of motorists, indicating that a pedestrian is ready to cross at a designated crosswalk. The addition of these RRFBs throughout the town, especially in the area of our schools, resulted in the Township of Cranford receiving an Easy Ride 2020 Safe Routes to School Gold Award. These signage upgrades improved upon existing pedestrian signage and in turn increased motorist awareness to pedestrians in our walkable community. Recently, the Cranford Police Department acquired radar speed signs, which in turn were deployed to mitigate speeding on our roadways. When a motorist exceeds the speed limit, these traffic calming signs activate to warn the motorist that they have exceeded the speed limit. Safety campaigns are another form of engineering. An upcoming community campaign against speeding involves the deployment of these signs to residents throughout our township.
Please slow down in our town. That's the name of the Cranford Police Department's new campaign to curb speeding in town and make sure our streets are safe for pedestrians of all ages, whether you're pushing a stroller or you're walking with a cane or you're some of our kids in town. And it also makes the streets safer for vehicles. So please pay attention. There'll be lots coming out in the coming weeks about this outstanding campaign to make Cranford streets safer for everyone.
Remember, pedestrian and traffic safety is a shared responsibility in Cranford. Obey all posted signs. Stop and yield to pedestrians. And most importantly, reduce your own distracted driving by focusing on the road in front of you. We look forward to announcing additional steps that our township is taking to improve pedestrian and vehicular safety in our community, including ways that you can acquire a sign for your home. Thank you for viewing this presentation.